Hi, Camila. It's so good to see you. When they arrived at the airport, Ava pulled the car up to the curb, jumping out to greet her friend Camila. They wrapped each other in a big hug. It's fabulous to see you, Camila replied. Thank you so much for hosting me. Oh, I missed you so much. What's new? Last I heard you were engaged to a delivery boy? Ava gestured to Aiden, who had just stepped out of the car. Well, we're married now. Sort of. Camila, this is Aiden. Aiden, this is Camila. Aiden works as a manager at SafeTech now. Aiden extended his hand. Nice to meet you. Camila lightly took his hand in hers. Charmed. Then suddenly, Camila got distracted by the ring hanging from the chain around Ava's neck. Wait, Ava. Is that what I think it is? She picked up the ring, studying the large diamond set in the center. Is this? Renee's diamond. Yes. Ava smiled smugly, content. It's one of a kind. Nothing else like it. Camilla's mouth fell open. But where did you get it from? Ava played coy. Well, it was gifted to me by a friend. She avoided eye contact with Aiden, who stood there grimacing. Camila took her sunglasses off, studying the ring intently. Well, whoever bought this for you must be very powerful, not to mention rich. She turned to Aiden. But I'm sure you also give Ava plenty of nice things as well, Adam. Aiden winced. My name's Aiden. Right, sorry. Aiden, my mistake. She condescendingly patted his shoulder. I bet if she knew who I really was, she wouldn't forget my name. Aiden thought. He bit his tongue and grabbed Camilla's suitcase, loading it into the trunk. Come on, let's get going. You must be exhausted, Camila. The three of them clambered into the car, driving back to the Stone family mansion. An hour later, the three of them arrived back at the Stone family mansion. Aiden helped carry Camilla's luggage up to Ava's room, setting it down at the foot of the bed. As he did, Ava gave him a teasing push. Okay, it's time for us girls to have some time to ourselves. We have so much to catch up on. Aiden raised an eyebrow. What? But where am I supposed to sleep tonight? Ava looked sympathetic. It's back to the staff quarters for you tonight. Camila and I need some girl time. Camila started chuckling to herself as Ava closed the door on Aiden. Aiden stood in the hallway alone, exhaling heavily. He headed to the staff quarters, making a bed for himself with some scratchy sheets. All night he tossed and turned, hardly able to sleep. Exhausted, he scrolled through his phone until he found Laura's number. His mind raced. That ring that Craig got Ava. It can't possibly be the real thing. Laura was bidding on that ring at the auction. I bet she would know. He dialed Laura's number. After a few rings, she answered. Her voice raspy with sleep. Hello, Aiden? It must be 3 a.m. What's going on? Sorry to bother you. There's just something that I've been wondering about. What is it? Well, you remember that ring, Renee's diamond? The one you were bidding on at the auction. Yes? I thought it was supposed to be one of a kind, but it seems like someone bought Ava a ring that looks exactly the same. Aiden sat up in bed as he spoke. There's no chance there are 2 of them, right? Laura chuckled slightly. No, definitely not. Renee's diamond is a one-of-a-kind piece. There's absolutely no possibility of there being a duplicate. Aiden nodded to himself. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you, Laura. Of course. Now get some rest, Aiden. You sound exhausted. She hung up. Aiden's mind was spinning. He lay back on the bed, but still couldn't sleep. If there's no chance of the ring being a duplicate, that means that the ring Craig gave Ava is a fake. I have to find some way to prove it to Ava. She deserves better than a cheap knockoff. The next morning, Aiden headed downstairs to grab some breakfast, completely burnt out. He had barely gotten 2 hours of sleep the night before. As he arrived in the dining room, he was surprised to see Shane sitting there alone. "What are you doing here so early?" Shane scowled.
"This is my house, Aiden. I can come and go as I please. I don't have to explain myself to you."
The rest of the family entered the dining room and sat down for breakfast. Aiden stared at Ava as she helped herself to some food. "I've got to find a way to tell her about the ring." He leaned over to her and whispered, "Hey, can we talk for a second?" Ava shook her head. "Not now, Aiden. I'm exhausted. Camila and I were up all night catching up." "Can I have everyone's attention, please?" Harvey clinked his glass with a knife. "I have some important news to announce." Everyone sat in silence as Harvey continued. "I'd like to let you all know that, as of today, Shane is going to be taking over the powerhouse PR deal with StoneCo." Sandra and Ava's jaws dropped. Sandra stood up from her chair.
"What? But I thought that you were going to put Ava on the contract. We discussed this. It's best for everyone."
Harvey nodded. "Ava will remain on the contract, but in name only. I want Shane to oversee the specifics. He's got a better head for this sort of thing." Ava was fuming.
"But grandfather, please."
Harvey slammed his fist down on the table. "My decision is final on this. Shane will oversee the contract. I'll hear no more of this. Come with me, Shane. We have to prepare for our meeting with Powerhouse." Harvey and Shane quickly finished their breakfast and then headed out to the office. Sandra glared at Aiden.
"This is all your fault."
Aiden rolled his eyes. "Me? How could it possibly be my fault?" Sandra stood up, clearing her plate.
"We all know that you didn't take Ava to the movie yesterday. Your marriage is ruining Ava's prospects once again. Ava, come. We have much to discuss."
Sandra excused herself, closely followed by Ava. She glared at Aiden as she followed her mother, a venomous look in her eye. Aiden was left alone in the dining room. The gears in his head turned for a second. Then he got an idea. He left the dining room, stealing away to a back hallway of the Stone family mansion. Once he was alone, he pulled out his phone, turned on the voice modulator, and called Rachel. After a few rings, she answered.
"Hello?"
"Rachel, this is the Tiger."
"Oh, hello, boss. How can I help you?"
"I've just been informed that there's a meeting that's set to take place today between Powerhouse PR and StoneCo. Is that right?" Rachel paused for a moment as she checked her computer.
"Yes, that's right. Why do you ask?"
Aiden smiled. "Well, if they arrive and they have Shane Stone with them, I want you to cancel the contract. Insist that you won't do business with him. Is that understood?" Rachel stammered.
"Very well, boss. As you wish."
"Good." Aiden hung up. Aiden grinned. "That'll teach Shane to try to mess with my wife." Meanwhile, in another part of town, Derek was meeting with Craig in Craig's office. Craig leaned forward in his chair. "Well, Mr. Klein, I must say I was pleased to hear from you. I've wanted to be in business with Daring Industries for some time now. I think we could do a lot for one another." Derek wiped sweat from his brow. "Yes. Well, actually," he trailed off. Craig leaned back in his chair. "What is it?" Actually, Derek struggled for the right words. "I was hoping you could help me." Craig raised an eyebrow. "Help you with what exactly?" "I need cash. Quickly." Derek panted, exasperated. "One of my biggest shareholders suddenly pulled out. If I can't buy back 70% of my company in the next 2 weeks, I'm screwed." Derek reached his hands out to Craig, begging. "Please, I need a loan. Anything you can give me." Craig recoiled. "Look, I'm sorry, Mr. Klein. I just don't see why I should help you. If Daring Industries really is in as dire shape as you say, what's in it for me?
I'll give you whatever interest you want.
Derek was sweating, his face turning red.
I can pay you back double if you want.
Craig thought carefully. Very well. I can help buy back about 60%. The rest is up to you. Derek breathed a sigh of relief.
Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
Derek left Craig's office, preparing to call the Tiger and tell him the good news. Meanwhile, Aiden was heading into his office to start work for the day. As he arrived, Tina approached him, clutching a stack of files.
Sir, these just came in. It's a share report on Daring Industries. I think you're going to want to see this.
Aiden looked at the files.
Is this accurate?
Tina nodded.
Yes. The value of the Tiger Group's stocks with Daring has increased significantly.
Suddenly, Aiden's phone rang. It was Derek. Aiden smirked.
Perfect. Just the person I wanted to speak to.
He turned to Tina.
Thank you. I need to take this call.
He headed into his office, closing the door behind him. He turned on his phone's voice modulator and answered.
Derek, I hope you have good news for me.
Derek stammered excitedly on the other end of the phone.
Yes, I've secured funding to buy back about 60% of our stocks. Plus, I've taken a loan from the bank for the remaining 10%. We can easily send the Tiger Group the funds, and you can reinvest your stake in Daring Industries.
Aiden chuckled.
I'm sorry, Derek, but it's just not that simple anymore.
Derek started to panic.
What? What do you mean?
Aiden stared at the reports he held in his hand.
I'm afraid, according to the latest information I've just received, that our stake in Daring Industries has doubled in value. If you want to buy back what we're taking away, you're going to have to pay double.
Derek nearly shouted into the phone.
Just double? I can't afford double.
Hang on, Derek. There's more.
Aiden smiled. I'm also moving up the deadline. If you want Tiger Group to stay committed to Daring Industries, you'll have to pay us double in 5 days. Aiden laughed to himself.
Good luck, Derek Klein. You're gonna need it.
Will Aiden be able to get Ava back her job? Will he prove that Craig's ring is a fake? What will happen to Derek if he can't pay the Tiger Group back in time?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.